Here we go. Video number 3. The first one we investigated this dashboard / homepage. We looked at the meeting specifications. In the second video we did the invoice ledger. We did some invoice input. We saw the way it reflected here in the dashboard in live time. This time we're going to do some scheduling. We're going to schedule some employees and we're going to look at the staff schedule. So, to start it out, this is if this month started on, well, actually February this year did start on the first week of February. If you start on a Saturday, which my work week is Saturday to Friday, uses Thursday, starts at Thursday. You can change this however you like. But for my purposes, Tuesday was the 1st of February. Saturday was January 29th. So you're going to start your schedule from the month. And you'll see that it changes the schedule all the way through here. You can see that I've done this inside of Excel. And so we can look at week 3. I got hyperlinks to go to the 5 weeks, 5-week schedule so that you can get the entire month under the title February. And you see there's 12 months down here. So let's go back to week 1. These are pars set up basically, like on the line. If you have a par sheet with 2 6 pans of sliced tomatoes or whatever, olives, same thing here. This is just to help you. You know your business. You know how many people you need for each shift, day shift, night shift, dishwasher. It's just a par system to help you out when you're thinking, because you got your mind on so many different things any kitchen manager does. 3, 7, and 3 dishwashers throughout the day, right? I have this schedule set up already. These guys are in overtime, as you can see. That's what this black means here. For example, let's get rid of this. Look, he's out of overtime now. He's at 40 hours, right? So that's a safety measure to make sure your manager has, not only can he see the hours calculated as he makes a schedule, you can see the hours. You already know. But if you're working and you don't pay attention to this, people make mistakes. This blackening of the square, this conditional formatting, is going to highlight the fact that this guy's in overtime. Last thing you want is some of your employees coming to you and correcting you about your schedule, right? So we have financials down here. This is a budget based on kitchen manager button, right? So we have our budget, our payroll budget, our monthly forecast. And if you don't know the difference between a budget and a forecast, you probably don't need to be looking at this document, because you're probably not managing a kitchen. So again, like this is, for example, my payroll here is 25%. Let's say we're 17% of our budget. There you go. That's what you have. This information is fed into these other categories. So our budget is $75,000, right? Our monthly budget payroll is $12,750. Our weekly budget payroll, right? And this is the percent of our revenue that goes to payroll, 17%. We just changed that, remember? Let me get rid of this couple of these. Golly. Get some of these guys out of overtime and see what happens. Okay. Get this guy. Get rid of that one. There we go. So, I've got a few guys scheduled here, right? One guy's got a lot of overtime up here. They're all named Matt. The only reason they're named Matt, and I'll show you, this is schedule information. The information, see, these are all drop-down lists. See, you never have to type a colon, never type a number. You're not typing on a schedule anymore. This is just, you're clicking and you're just inputting whatever information, data you want to put into it. You want to a new employee in here. There's all your employees are here. We'll go James Henry, right? He's a line cook. Automatically pops up. Guess what? Let me show you something here. You won't have access to this. This is all locked out, but I'm going to show you. Boom. He gets paid $12.50 an hour. I've got it whited out so that nobody knows except for the manager. And the manager knows because he fills in it, and that's what this is. You put your employees here, you put their salary here, you put their title here. Over here, this is where the numbers go. The clock numbers that you're gonna from your drop down list references this little table right here, and you can read what it says here. So we're in February, and that's very simple. So when you get your program, you're going to put your employees here. You can just type in whoever you want, their salaries, and their job title. And then if you clock people in on the quarter hour or the half hour, or if you only go hourly, if people only come to work, if they're scheduled at the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock on the clock, on the hour, it'd be even easier. You have less data to input here. But however your schedule goes, if you put people in at 6:45 and 5:15, then you have to go to the quarter hour, and this is your drop down list. Okay, so we're in February now. The way this works is, I think I did this already. You type in the start date for the schedule right here. If say Saturday, say the 1st of February is on a Saturday, right? There we go. It populates the entire schedule. These, by the way, these are hyperlinks that take you to week 5, week 2, right? Week 4, week 1, because they're all in line. You're not going to scroll down this way. You get right to where you're going. And you're getting busy. So we're back on week 1 still, right? All right, so good. So we have this information down: the budget and budgeted payroll and revenue, and then we have schedule and forecast. Our schedule is based on our forecast, not our actual budget. And now, if you guys don't forecast in your business, some businesses don't do forecasting; they just do budget. Then this would not be necessary. And during my assessment with you in our meeting, an assessment meeting, and of your business and your business model and the way you do your finances and your reports, we will change this into so that it fits your business model perfectly, and we'll just you won't use the forecast. Your data will be coming straight from the budget. But I would recommend you do a forecast, because your numbers are going to be so much better at the end of the year, and from month to month. And that's another ball game. So we're doing a schedule. So I'm going to click. Let's put this guy in overtime right here. This guy, right? You click here, and there's my times. You scroll down. There we go. Give him 12 hours. Now he's in overtime. See that? 44 hours. Now you look down here. All right. So this is the forecasted revenue, right? The forecasted revenue that we have here. So we have our monthly budget, but we're forecasting $2,000 more than the budget, right? So our budget variance from our forecast is off here. Oh, and this is off. I'm sorry. We have no actual revenue typed in here right now. That's a different. We did that earlier. That's you typing your revenue here. If you actually do $74,000 in the month, at the end of the month, you only have a $1,000 variance, right? From your budget. But here's your forecast. Your forecasted revenue and your 17% budget, right? We'll go back, and there's your 17%. There's your budgeted labor. Over here, you got a forecast. Your forecast is $2,000 more than your budget, which means you got 102.67% of your budget, right? Payroll. So it's going to increase your payroll from the 12,982 to 13,090, right? It's 23, and you're always going to have allotted 23.5% of your forecasted adjusted payroll. I'm sorry, based on your forecast. Because you got, there's 4.25 weeks in a month. Now, if there's a 31-day month, it's 4.35. Okay? If there's a 30-day month, it's 4.23, I think. Yes, I think that's right. And in February, there's exactly 4 weeks. It's 28 days. So there's more days with 31 days than there are with 30 and 28. So you stick with this basically this is the percentage of 1 week on a 4.25 weeks per month scale. You will always be safe. You'll always be in the black if you do this correctly, based on that number. All right. The monthly adjusted payroll right here, and this is your adjusted weekly payroll, and this is your current payroll based on as you're making your schedule. This is where you're at right now as you're typing it in, and you're at 97.3% of your allotted weekly payroll. So you know you're getting close. Now the fun thing here is, and you can see if you look over here, this is what they're getting paid right now. This guy's making $1,187.50 this week with his 48 hours. And this guy's got $1,046.88. These numbers are different, right? This is the total hours after break. I've taken out half hour off the clock breaks per employee. And this can be adjusted anytime you like. But it's going to subtract from this. You got 3 hours less here because he's not getting paid for 3 hours. He's got 3 hours worth of break. Here's your totals down here. This is your total break hours. This is your total hours after break, total employee hours after break, your total break hours for the day, for the week, and this is your total payroll for this week. This is your tool to watch that keeps your eye on your total payroll. Make sure you don't go over the budget, right? So you have $84 left allowed to spend on employees on payroll this week. You're at 97.3% of your threshold of your adjusted payroll here. 33,080. You're now at 2,996. So we're gonna do something here. I want to show you. We're gonna put this guy some more hours here. I want you to watch down. You see this? Okay, watch what's going on here. All right, this is a stopgap measure here. A safety. There you go. It's safety measure, right? Now, if this guy only works for an hour, look, you're still okay. You got $60, right? But if he works for 2 hours, you got $14 left to pay your payroll. You're at 99.6% of your budget, right? Let's give him another hour. Now you're over budget. There we go. You're $10 over budget. You're at 100.3% of your allotted payroll. So you're in trouble now. You've got to go back in your schedule, and you know what to do. You know how to work the schedule. But this is a really powerful tool. These are measures to help you keep your labor in budget. That's all this is for. It's an easy schedule. It's all clicks. You don't even have to type anything. It's all completely automated, including the dating, the schedule, and you go from week to week. You could make the whole month schedule ahead of time if you wanted to. If you're that kind of organization, if you're healthcare, like retirement community or something, you know what everybody's going to work. You could schedule your whole month in one day and not have to make a schedule all month long. How much time does you waste to making schedule? Not waste, wrong word. You feel like you're wasting your time making schedules, but how much time do you spend making your schedule each week? You could sit down at home and make your whole schedule, or at work, make your whole schedule for the month. It's done. And you click through it and you know it's done. And you know as long as everybody gets off the clock when they're supposed to and come in when they're supposed to, you will never go over budget on payroll. It's that simple. And if you okay, this is 1 year, right? So at the end of the year, you can scrap the past year, right? You can archive it. You could print the schedules and put them in a binder somewhere. Or if you just want to start over, you don't need that record, so that's fine too. You clear your schedule. There it is. It's all cleared. And then you delete your employees. And we got a blank schedule. Right? Save it and close. It goes away. We're back on our home page. It's that simple. This is the easiest and most powerful tool that I have ever seen in any food service operation for a chef to operate. This I developed as a chef for chefs because I make schedules. I print reports. I do inventory. I create menu items. I keep food cost. I take in inventory. I take in orders, code invoices. Most people don't understand what a chef has to do. Corporate people do not understand operating in a kitchen. And I'll give you a good example. Great example. If you go to any retail grocery store, you go to any other business that sells something, they don't say, a computer shop does not say, what's my computer cost this week? No. They call it markup, profit margin. What's my percent of profit I'm making on this product? They're 77. But in the food service world, we look at the cost factor and we look at the opposite end. We look at 27% cost. 30% cost is 70% profit. But we don't say I got a profit margin, 70% profit margin in the food service. That's just not our, we're wired differently. It's a completely different business. And everybody that makes these kind of programs are usually computer people that are trained in corporate works. And they don't understand the way things go in a kitchen. That's why every single food service management program that I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of them, been doing this for 25 years, they all are cumbersome, they're not user-friendly, and most chefs don't have time to sit in the office and play games with these stupid programs these guys are making. I made this for chefs so they don't have to be in the office. You can make your schedule for the whole month if you want. You can knock out your schedule in 10, 15 minutes. No more 45-minute hour racking your brain trying to figure out a schedule. You saw the menu creator. No, you didn't see the menu creator. You saw the invoice ledger. The menu creator will be the next video. And that's going to blow your mind too, because that's the easiest thing. Imagine you're going to open a new restaurant, or you're going to change the menu over. You're going to overhaul the entire menu. A 40-item menu, and you have to cost it out and have it printed. I can cost a 40-item menu out in 20 minutes with my program. Nobody else can do that. If you can, send me an email. I'd like to know the program. I've not seen it. That's next with the Infinity Smart Kitchen Solutions. Anything is possible because we simplify the infinite. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.